Hi, everybody. Welcome to Von Cupcake Yoga. I'm your host, Gretchen, and in today's full body stretch, I'm going to help you feel so much better. Now, everything I tell you is a suggestion and not a command, so make any modifications and adjustments to your own body that feels natural to you. But I'll give you a few as we go along. And in our practice, I always like to have some blocks available. They're readily available at all your big box stores, online. You got cork, you got foam, you got a million different kinds. If you don't have any blocks and you don't want to buy any blocks, some heavy sturdy books will do. I have two of them and I'm actually sitting on one. So if you want to sit on a block, that'll help elevate those hips and give you a little more hip mobility. So let's get started. Find yourself in your most comfortable seat. Now, maybe that is with the legs crisscross applesauce. Maybe it feels better to have, one extended or both extended. So find what feels right for you and sit up nice and tall. Extend up through the crown of your head. Bring those shoulders back and down. Bring those hands to rest on your knees. Maybe close your eyes, or maybe just close them down to the front of your mat and start to breathe. Take in any sounds that might be around you. Notice that they're there and let them float away on a cloud. Any thoughts that might pop into your mind, well, notice that they are there and let them float away on a cloud. And bring your mind from outside your body to inside your body. Draw your attention to your breath, making no changes, just observing. Noticing as you inhale, your chest gently rises, your belly gently expands. And as you exhale, it gently floats back down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Following that breath as it comes in through your nose. Exhale out your nose. Inhale through your nose. And exhale out your nose. Start to slowly deepen your breath. Inhaling fully, expand those ribs, expand that tummy. And as you exhale, maybe even tighten up on those tummy muscles and push out all that old air. Big full breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale fully and exhale fully. Spend some time here, breathing into your body, changing the energy. And on your next exhale, roll your chin to your chest. Let your head feel heavy. Let that forehead feel heavy. And on your next exhale, roll this right ear over this right shoulder. Maybe let this left shoulder feel heavy. Let gravity take control. Take a big breath in and exhale, let it go. Another big breath. Exhale, let it go. On your next exhale, roll your chin to your chest. Full cycle of breath. And on your next exhale, roll this left ear over this left shoulder. Inhale fully and exhale fully. Let that right shoulder feel heavy. Breathe into that neck. And on your next exhale, roll your chin to your chest. Dramatically shake your head no, nice and slow, and maybe leading with the top of your forehead. Breathe in, big full breath in. Let it go. Return to stillness with your chin to your chest, and then very slowly bring that head back up to center. Inhale those arms up, reaching high. Bring this right hand down, this left hand up and over. Find a side body stretch here. Press this left hip down as we reach this left hand. Visualize your ribs kind of like an accordion. So with your inhale, open up that accordion. And exhale, sink down further. Inhale, open that accordion. And exhale, sink down. One more. Inhale, open it up. And exhale, let it go. Tighten up on those tummy muscles as we draw our bodies back to center. Inhale those arms up. We're just going to go to the other side. Bring this left hand down, right hand over. Press this right hip in. Inhale, open up those ribs. And exhale, let it go. Big breath in, open up those ribs. Exhale, let it go. One more time. Breathe. Inhale, open up those ribs. Exhale, let it go. Tighten up those tummy muscles. Draw that body back up to center. Inhale those arms up. We're going to bring this right hand to our left knee and this left hand back behind us. Press into the mat. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to lead into a twist with our tummy. So big breath in. And on our exhale, tummy, shoulders, neck, and then head. Find your twist here. Breathe. For every inhale, make yourself feel a little bit taller. And for every exhale, maybe we deepen that twist. And that could be figuratively in your imagination. It counts. One more full breath in. And exhale, release. Draw that body back to center. Great job. Let's do it again on the other side. Inhale those arms up. We're going to bring this left hand to this right knee and this right hand back behind us, pressing into the floor, sitting up nice and tall, leading into this twist with our belly. Big breath in. Exhale, belly, shoulders, neck, and then head. For every inhale, make yourself feel taller. And for every exhale, let go just a little bit more, twist a little bit deeper, and that could be just in your imagination. That's okay. Big breath in, and exhale, let it go. One more time, and release. Draw that body back to center. Let us extend our legs as wide as is comfortable for you. Both legs out. Let those feet splay out. Wiggle a little bit. If you're sitting on the block, that might open up a little bit of hip mobility for you. So wiggle around. Make sure those sitting bones are feeling really connected to that block. If you got some juicy goodness, move it out of the way. Also, if we have a little bit of a tummy, if we press our tummy towards the center, that's going to open up some hip mobility here. So sit up nice and tall. Inhale those arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Bring those hands down to the mat and start to lean forward here. Be gentle with yourself. It's just our first one. Maybe we bring our chin to our chest and start to just breathe here as we gently lean forward and let gravity kind of take control. Inhale and exhale, let it go. Finding our heart sinking down. Start to walk those hands back. Inhale those arms up. We're going to do it one more time. Hinge forward at the hips, reaching and reaching until we find a place where we can bring our arms down. Let that chest feel heavy as it sinks down towards the floor. Bring that chin to your chest. Release. Let go. You don't need to hold on to that. You can let it go. Full breath in, and on your exhale, gently walk those hands back one vertebrae at a time. Nice and slow, nice and easy. Bend into those knees. Bring the soles of our feet together to touch. Now we might do a little adjusting. Maybe we press our belly towards the center. Sit up nice and tall here. Inhale those arms up and then hinge forward again. But this time bring those hands either to your knees or your shins or even those feet. Pull those shoulders away from your ears and sink that heart down towards the floor. Maybe releasing our chin to our chest. Breathe into your body. Let it go. Full breath in and exhale, release. Slowly start to come up. And now we're going, if you sat on this block, we're going to come down off of the block and we're going to transition here into tabletop. So that is hands and knees. And maybe we grab those blocks and bring them to the top of our mat just so that they are there for us. So find your way into hands and knees. Those knees will be right underneath your hips and those wrists will be right underneath your shoulders. But if you've got some crabby wrists and they don't like that, just walk them a handprint ahead. That might help you out a little bit. Spread those fingertips nice and wide and then make that back feel nice and straight. Pull those shoulders away from your ears. And let's start to round our spine towards the ceiling, tucking our chin and tucking our tailbone, cat pose. Exhale, let this belly drop. Let that back arch. Shine that heart forward, cow pose. Inhale, round that spine. Tuck that tailbone. Tuck that chin. Just as if you're getting picked up by a claw machine, cat pose. Exhale, drop that belly. Arch that back. Pull those shoulders away from your ears, cow pose. Inhale, tuck that tailbone, round that spine, and maybe sink those hips back just a little bit. Maybe dip one shoulder and dip the other shoulder. Shift it forward, arch that spine, find that cow pose. Maybe we sway those hips from side to side, shaking that head no. Big breath in, let it go. Round that spine up towards the ceiling, cat pose. Return to that tabletop. Spread those knees nice and wide. Bring those big toes together to touch. Sink those hips back. Walk those hands forward. Come down to your forearms. Let that forehead sink down here. Sink into your child's pose. Maybe your forearms slide forward slightly. Maybe that heart finds its way down towards the mat. Just let your body just melt. Inhale fully and exhale fully. Come on back up. Press yourself up to your tabletop. Reset. And then we're going to extend this left foot out with the toes pointing down. Level out your hips. And once you feel sturdy here, we can extend this right arm out, balancing table. Press that heel towards the wall behind you and reach with that hand. Those wiggles and shakes is strength building. I'm proud of you. Big breath in. Exhale, bring that hand down, bring that knee down. Sway a little bit from side to side. And we're just going to go to the other side. So we're going to extend this right foot out, toes pointing down, heel pressing back. Level out those hips. And then extend this left hand forward, finding your balancing table on this side, pressing that heel and reaching that hand. Those wiggles and shakes, that's strength you're building. Enjoy and embrace. Big breath in. Exhale, bring that hand down, bring that knee down, sway a little bit from side to side. Grab a hold of these blocks and start to walk your hands back. So we're coming up onto our knees, and I'm going to grab these blocks and bring them to sit on the outsides of my ankles. And then I'm going to come up on my knees. Now, if you've got crabby knees, you can add some cushion here. You have a blanket, or you can fold your mat up or double your mat. Find cushion if you need it. Center those knees so they're about hip width distance apart. And then we're going to take our hands and bring them back behind us, put them on our lower back with the fingers pointing down, and point those elbows back behind you, and maybe look up here as we gently press our pelvis forward. This is the phase 1 of camel. So breathe here, open it up. We're going to take 2 full deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. One more time. And exhale. To release, we're going to let those hands go. Let those hips sink down. Sink down into a little child's pose. Bring those forearms down. We're going to take 2 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Press into this mat. Start to walk those hands back. We're coming back to our knees. All right, phase 1 we did. So now we're going to do phase 2. So we're going to start on the left. We're going to extend this left hand up towards the ceiling and then back behind us and bring our hand to those blocks, to that one block on our left. We really only need to have our fingertips on there. So whatever feels right here. And then we're going to take this right hand and extend it up towards the ceiling, maybe even looking up, pressing that pelvis forward as we lean back onto that left hand, half camel on the left. Take 3 full breaths here. Inhale and release. One more. Let it go. Last one. And exhale, release. We're going to take this hand off of the block. We're going to let our hands come back forward, sinking those hips down, coming on down to those forearms, finding a little bit of a child's pose. Child's pose takes many forms. So if it's just forearms and knees, that's okay. If it's full child's pose, you can do that too. Whatever works. We're going to take 2 breaths here. Last one. And exhale, start to press yourself up, walking those hands back, coming back to our kneeling posture. Great job, guys. We're going to do the other side now. So we're going to extend this right hand up and back and bring it to those blocks. Extend this left hand up, looking up, pressing that pelvis forward, finding half camel on the other side. Give yourself 3 full breaths. Inhale. And let it go. Inhale. And release. Inhale. Let it go. Lift those hands up. Bring them back down. Sink into that child's pose. Once again, maybe spread those knees nice and wide. Sink those hips back. Maybe walk those hands forward. Let that heart come down to the mat. This is the counter pose for camel. So just take a few breaths here. Release. One more. Let it go. Gently start to press yourself up, joining me in that tabletop posture once again. Spread those fingertips nice and wide. Those fingertips should be pointing towards that short edge of your mat, and the insides of your elbows should sort of be facing each other. Tuck those toes underneath you. Take a big breath here, and on your exhale, press into those hands, press into those feet, and lift those hips. Find a down dog here. Maybe we pedal out the dog, bending in one knee and straightening into the other, and then slowly walk your way up to the top of the mat. However you get there is totally fine. Take your time. Find yourself in a forward fold at the top of your mat, and maybe those feet are as wide as your mat. It's okay. Hang here, folding forward. Maybe a little sway from side to side does good. Take a full breath in and exhale. Bring those hands to your shins or your knees. Make a nice flat back here. Exhale, fold forward. Bend into those knees nice and heavy. Start to reverse swan dive, pressing into those feet, coming all the way up, extending those arms up over your head. Bring those palms together to touch and down to your heart center. Take a moment and breathe here. Maybe we release those hands down by our sides with those palms facing forward. Maybe we close our eyes or bring them to a focal point. One more breath in your mountain pose, your Tadasana. And release. We are going to start with a warrior two. So we're going to bring this right foot front and center. This left foot is going to come way, way back, way, way, way back, about as wide as your leg is long. Nobody's got a ruler. Nobody's going to go through and measure. Whatever feels about right. And this back foot, we are going to pivot it so the toes are pointing towards that long edge and that blade of your foot is parallel with that short edge of your mat. Bring your hands to your hips and bring them parallel with that long edge of your mat and bend into that front knee. Place your hand on the inside of that front knee and lean it back so that we can prohibit rolling in on ourselves. So once we have our nice stable base, we can extend those arms straight out from our shoulders and look over that front arm, and we are in warrior two. Inhale fully and exhale fully. Turn this front palm facing up. Draw it up towards the ceiling, and this back arm can come down behind your leg. This front knee stays bent, or you can straighten it. Find a peaceful warrior here. Big breath in and let it go. Draw that body back to your warrior two. Big breath. Exhale, keep those shoulders relaxed. Bring this front forearm to this front thigh. Extend this back arm up and over. Find a side body stretch on this side. Inhale fully and exhale fully. Let it go. So your whole body should kind of look like a giant slash. Reaching that hand and pressing that heel. Tighten up on those tummy muscles and draw that body back to center. Returning to your warrior two, and then step it up to the top of your mat. Good job, guys. Wiggle it out a little bit. Shake it out, shake it out. I'm going to go to the other side of the mat, but you stay right where you are. I just don't want to turn my back to you. So we are going to start with this left foot forward and extend this right foot back nice and far as feels comfortable. And like I said, about the length of the leg. So whatever feels about right. These back toes are going to turn towards this long edge of your mat, and the blade of that back foot is going to be parallel to the back of your mat. Bend into that front knee and lean that knee back. Perfect. Now we've got a nice stable base. Let us extend those arms out straight from the shoulders and look over that front arm. Warrior two on this side. Feel strong in your warrior. Turn this front palm to face up. Draw it up towards the ceiling, and this back leg arm can come down behind your leg. That front leg can be straight or bent, whatever feels right for you. Find your peaceful warrior. Big breath in and exhale. Let it go. Draw those arms back to your warrior two. Bring this front forearm to your front thigh. Extend this back arm up and over. Find that side body stretch on this side. Make your body feel like it's doing a little slash. Breathe here. And release. Let it go. Excellent job. Tighten up on those tummy muscles as you draw that body back up to your warrior two. Sink down nice and low. Inhale fully and exhale fully. And release. Come on out of it. Step out of it. Wiggle around a little bit. Find your mountain pose at the top of your mat. Bring those feet shoulder width distance apart. Extend all the way up through the crown of your head. Bring those shoulders back and down. Pull those palms to face forward. Find your mountain pose. Breathe here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale those arms up. Bring those palms together to touch and down to your heart center. Excellent job. Take a couple moments and breathe here. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Hands on those shins. Make a nice flat back, whatever feels flat to you. Exhale, fold forward. Bend into those knees. Extend those fingers towards the floor. Tighten up on those tummy muscles. And then we're going to press into our feet as we pivot our torso up, extending those arms so the biceps come up by your ears and sinking nice and low as if we're going to sit down in a chair pose. Look down at your toes. Can you see your toes? If you can't, shift around a little bit so you can see those toes. Keep that back nice and straight. Those shoulders are back and down. Press into those feet. Come on all the way up. And exhale, bring those arms down by your side. Great job on that chair pose. All right, so we found ourselves once again in this mountain pose. Inhale those arms up. Lean to the right. Inhale back up. Lean to the left. Inhale back up. Lean to the right. Inhale back up. Lean to the left. Great job. Inhale back up. Excellent. Fold forward all the way down. Hands on those shins. Make a nice flat back. Exhale, fold forward all the way down. Bend into those knees nice and heavy. Bring those hands to plant down on the mat and step back to that down dog. Once again, maybe those feet are nice and wide here. Maybe as wide as the mat. Press into those hands. Dig those fingertips into the mat. Shift those hips up and back. Maybe we bend one knee. Maybe we straighten one knee. And then slowly lower those knees down. We are returning to this tabletop posture. And from tabletop, we're going to shift forward so our chest is right over our hands and our elbows are pointing towards our feet. Start to lower down with as much control as you've got. Nice and slow, nice and easy. Come on all the way down. Keeping those hands underneath your shoulders. Point those elbows towards your heels and gently lift your heart, just your heart, baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. Great job. Let's do it again. Press into your hands. Lift your heart, just your heart, or maybe even more. Coming into an up dog if you like. And then sink those hips back. Find a child's pose here. Shift around. Spread those knees nice and wide. Bring those big toes together to touch. Take a moment. You deserve the time it takes to feel better. Breathe into your body. Slowly we start to press ourselves up. And we're going to come back into our easiest, most comfortable seats. Whatever feels right to you. Maybe a leg's extended. Maybe one leg's bent. That's completely acceptable. In solidarity, that's what I'm going to do. Find what feels comfy for you. Take a moment here and close your eyes. Breathe into your body. Focus on how that breath feels coming in through your nose. Feel that belly expand. Feel that chest rise. And exhale, let it go. Inhale fully. And exhale fully. Continue to breathe here. Follow that breath as it comes in through your nose. Maybe that breath comes out your nose. Maybe it comes out your mouth. It's okay either way. The important part here is to focus on that breathing. You are safe. You are loved. You are held in very high regard and cared about immensely. The world is better because you are in it. One more big, full, deep, nourishing breath and blow it out. Draw those palms together to touch and bring it right to your heart center. And we give honor to the beautiful practice that gave us yoga. And we recite, the light in me sees and honors, is so very proud of and extremely grateful for the light in each of you. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this quick stretch makes you feel so much better. And if you enjoyed this content, consider subscribing to my channel and hit that notification bell to let you know every time I post a new video. And I have an extensive library of different videos to try, different lengths of service, all kinds of different practices. So check out my other videos. And I want to thank A Little Twisted Yoga Studio for letting me come and film in her beautiful location. And I encourage you to go out into your local yoga studios and try it out. But I'm always here for you at home. So until next time, take care of each other. Bye-bye.